This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! George Kittle, 48 yards. And the Niners need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw it is Locke. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And the co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Lance looking to throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
Second and 12. And Lance now to throw. This one caught by Kittle. It's a gain of 34.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Again, McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Throwing now is Lance. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Locke going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of it.
And he's going to go down again. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
Ready. Fight 60. Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 41 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right? And a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Ready up.
Now Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making...
There he goes, right side. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Locke looking to change the play.
First down, Los Angeles.
Running on first down, Eckler looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Locke. Going deep here for Allen. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 41 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this game?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On first down, Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And we end up getting 4 down to the 36. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
It's a gain of 4.
Here's Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Four yards to go on second down from the 7. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now Moody for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and let a fire under these guys. They guys don't play better side of football and start getting guys on the ground.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. The Lance going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Locke. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we reach halftime.
Both of these coaching staff with some big decisions to make coming up as the preseason draws to a close. The second half is going to be filled with a lot of evaluation. And to bring it your way, we go back to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Chargers
The Charger drive about to get going. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. He's got Allen. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Locke looking to change the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Locke now to throw. He'll find Everett there, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Chargers.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw it is Locke. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And complete, Spiller out of the backfield. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On play action, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Locke going to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And now they're in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Complete to Newsom. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's second down. Here's Purdy.
Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just...
Touchdown 49ers! Ross Dwelly, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chargers 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they'll change things up. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 20. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Jalen Guyton
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Chargers 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell,
28 yards.
and the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
Skirts by him at the 35. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be